Good morning, America. Live from Sun and Fun, Northern New England, coastal Southern Maine, Portland, Maine, at the corner of Spring Street and High Street. Today is March 6th, 2017. It is just about 9:30 a.m. in the morning, 9:30 a.m. in the morning. It's kind of hard to talk when your lips get cold, but nonetheless, we have full sunny skies. It is a gorgeous Maine day to get out, and the wind has slowed down to less than 5 miles per hour. This is a freelance video, and you will find it at frankmargal@youtube.com. And I want to thank you for the upbeat comments and shares. Go ahead and send me a comment if I strike a chord with you today. I'd love to hear from you. Once again, this is a freelance video. I am out here in the public domain, and I don't represent any business or enterprise. I'm not affiliated with any political action committee. I'm just out here sharing my comments and views with you today in Northern New England, coastal Southern Maine. It's about 23 degrees. In the last couple days, boy, we got blasted hard with some cold air. The wind chill factor brought us down to about 10 to 20 below zero. And it was very cold. Nonetheless, the temperature does change. And some days it will swing from wind chill factors and temperatures to 20 below zero to 40 or 50 degrees above. But always check your facts when I'm out here filming. And once again, if I strike a chord with you, please send me a comment at frankmargal@youtube.com. I'm gonna zoom out. I'm wearing my gloves and I'm using my tripod today, but it's wicked cold out. Nonetheless, the fair city of Portland, Maine is up and running on this Monday. I'm gonna zoom out here. Okay, give me a minute. You see, there's the corner of High Street and Spring Street runs this way. Hold on, I have a phone call. Okay, returning live from Sun and Fun, Northern New England, coastal Southern Maine. This is Frank Margal. Sorry for the interruption, but out here in the real world, I do carry my cell phones, and I had a call to take. It wasn't anybody in particular commenting on my videos, but once again, if you would like to send a comment, go right ahead at frankmargal@youtube.com. Once again, I wanted to show you Spring Street on this magnificent sun and fun day. It's about 23 degrees. We were talking about the weather. Always check your facts. Look, I'm gonna bring the tripod down, and we're gonna get into some commentary regarding today's topic of discussion. So just bear with me. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Didn't mean to jar the cam. Okay. Now, let me show you something else here. See there? That's Old Glory up there. Yeah. Yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And God bless America. God bless you. Yeah, and here's some Portland, Maine signage. Hey, look at that. There's a sign right there. There's an arrow pointing to the Civic Center. Yeah, well, it's now called the Cross Insurance Arena. But go ahead and check your facts, and that's what I would like to get into a little bit of discussion today. Not necessarily the arena, but the rumor mill that is going on right here in coastal Southern Maine. Yes, hockey, and hockey may be returning. Professional hockey may be returning to Sun and Fun, Portland, Maine. So once again, always check your facts, but the rumor mill is alive and well here. And one of the primary sources of the rumor mill is the Board of Trustees at the Cross Insurance Arena. So once again, always check your facts. These are just my comments and views. If I strike a chord with you, go ahead. Send me a comment at frankmarkel@youtube.com. Try to keep it upbeat, and thank you once again for your share. So, what on earth is the Board of Trustees doing, spreading rumors throughout the radio, TV, newspapers, and some of this rumor has gone throughout the World Wide Web and the entire fan club of hockey. Well, what is going on is the new board, and if you recall watching some of my videos, I said we should fire the old board, but again, those were my comments. So the new Board of Trustees has several new members on it, and they're hush-hush about 4 groups potentially bringing professional hockey back to Portland, Maine. And if you're a fan of hockey, as I am, and if you're a fan of Portland, Maine hockey, as I am, this is exciting news. However, there is speculation and much to be said and done on the Board of Trustees and with the citizens of Portland, Maine, because in fact, is it not our Cross Insurance Arena? Does it not belong to the fans? And is it not the fans who will support the hockey team? I believe so. But the fans are not yet included in all of this hubbub regarding hockey, professional hockey returning to Portland, Maine. So here's some speculation to consider. And we can only speculate, but this week we may be hearing some more media releases regarding Portland, Maine hockey. We may or may not hear from this new board as to the fate of professional ice hockey right here in Sun and Fun, Portland, Maine. Check your facts. There's plenty of scuttlebutt and rumor mill about hockey returning to Portland, Maine. So I would like to just focus on what was then, which was the Portland Pirates. That was our hockey team. They're gone. Plenty of scuttle, plenty of issues to review. Go ahead and check your facts on that. However, what will the fans require of the new hockey team? Well, the first thing they're going to require is a name. And I have 4 names to suggest. And I want the board to consider this, and perhaps, the 4 groups that are representing 4 potential teams. Would you please consider my 4 names? And I've gone over the demographics. I've looked at Portland throughout the years. I've done many videos in Portland. I'm not an expert. I'm an amateur at naming hockey teams. But if you don't call them the Portland Pirates, I have 4, maybe 5 names to suggest. Number 1, how about the Portland Panhandlers? That would be a great name for a hockey team. And in fact, I heard in the news today that there is going to be a van driving around in the areas of Portland and asking panhandlers to leave the middle intersection and get into the van and go to work. We could put them to work at the Portland Civic Center, or if you prefer, the Cross Insurance Arena. Here's another name for a hockey team that could potentially replace the old name. Okay, but number 2, the Portland Pot Pies. That would be a great name for a hockey team right here in Portland. Number 3, we could call them the Portland Party Poopers. You know, what a great name for a hockey team right here in northern New England, coastal southern Maine. How about the Portland Duck Ponders? I can see it now. Fans holding up rubber duckies and dressing up in duck suits and supporting hockey right here in Portland, Maine. How about the Portland Bluebirds and Sanctuary Fan Club? That's a long name for a hockey team, so let's just go with the Portland Bluebirds. Do you have a group that you would like to be present in front of the Board of Trustees? Why only 4? What about the fans? Are you a fan of hockey? Do you represent a group or you just want to watch hockey? Do you want to participate here at the Civic Center or the Cross Insurance Arena? And how much are you willing to pay for tickets? Is there going to be another concession war battle? Are the businesses going to rock and roll as in the old days? Or is this new venture coming to Portland, Maine with 4 groups, narrowed down eventually to 1, and hockey just doesn't really evolve? We had a hockey team, they're gone. We have a new, partially new board, at least 6 new board members. But are the fans really involved in all this decision making and all these proposals? I don't think so. And unless you get the fans involved, I don't believe it's going to take off. That's my humble opinion, and I'm sure you have yours. You may be all for this. You may be all for the hush-hush. You may be all for fans not being included in the process. Then again, we have been without hockey, and we're kind of getting used to it here in coastal southern Maine. However, when I say we, I can only speak for myself, but I knew a lot of folks, and I supported hockey here in Portland, Maine for years. And I've met some of the hockey players, and I've brought family and friends to hockey games, but it just hasn't been that friendly environment lately. Now, the fans, in my humble opinion, are kept out of all of this decision-making process, and then are probably going to be required to pay exorbitant ticket fees and concessions. Hush, hush. That's my humble opinion. Look, I'm sure you have yours live on the corner of Spring Street and High Street in Fun and Sun, Portland, Maine, March 6th, about 9:40 a.m. now. This is Frank Margell. It is an absolutely gorgeous Maine day, no wind, full sunny skies. Please send me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. What's your group that's being represented? What's your future hockey team name? And will you attend hockey here in northern New England, coastal southern Maine, no matter what the pricing and the concessions? And is it a good idea to keep the fans out of the decision-making process? I don't think so. You have a great Maine day. This is Frank Margell. Once again, thank you very much for the comments and upbeat shares. I'd love to hear from you. You take care. This is Frank Margell, out.